Okay. So after yesterday's break even, we gonna try again on Tuesday today, April 8th, no news. Our best chances, best luck. So you can see Euro opened this week with a huge breakaway gap. And now, yesterday, we did fill it up, but could not close a candle to overlap this gap here. So likely today's candle will do that. So probably we will close over this box here, which is not really relevant for us because we until the day closes we still have 8 hours. So not yet, not really interested. We had this inverse here on a GU right before the week closed, the previous week. So this week we had this breakaway gap similar to Euro once the week opened. Now we are going back up to fill it up. As you can see, Euro is doing much better than GU. Very easy to see. But anyways, we don't really care about the daily. We care about the 4 hour, 1 hour, and so on. The 4 hour is still bearish. Why? There's a high, low, lower high. So we are continuing this downtrend, and I don't wanna long a reversal, especially not in a 4 hour fair value gap area. So I think we just wanted to come up and sweep this high here, but we did not do that. The other scenario could be that I'm wrong and we already filled this 4 hour fair value gap up, back up, and came back into this 1 hour fair value gap. Once we filled up the 4 hour fair value gap here, we came back into this 1 hour fair value gap and trying to break structure. The 1 hour already did break structure after this 1 hour fair value gap that got mitigated, and the candle closed above that happened. So there was a 1 hour break of structure, so we can safely say that the 1 hour is bullish, but not because of this here, because here up there we broke structure to the downside. So high, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now we are trying to form a higher high. So yeah, that's what's been going on. But the 4 is still bearish. Not a bearish that I like to see, like an easy to... Like, it's kind of difficult because this 4 candle will close like this in 5 minutes. Now with this 4 candle closes like that, what can I assume? There's a 4 fair gap. We tapped into it, moved lower, and then came very fast, came back into the 1 hour fair gap and pushed price so high, we almost took out the highs that already mitigated the fair gap. Maybe in the next 4 hours we're gonna break structure to the upside. Maybe. I can't tell. I do not know. 4 hour fair gap here in the background. On the 1 hour, so you can see we came into this 1 hour fair gap, respected, moved lower, swept this low, 1 hour fair gap here inside this bearish closing, bearish fair gap closing. Right up, we broke structure, chop in the 4 hour fair gap, moved lower from the 4 hour fair gap, tapped into the 1 hour fair gap. Instantly, London, prior New York Open actually, when only London session was, price decided to move to the upside. So now, as I see it, is that we're forming a bearish flag kind of thing, or we simply just break structure and move higher. But I can't really tell. I really want to see how this 4-hour candle will close, and if it closes like that, that's alright on GU. Let me check on Euro quickly what's going on. Euro, it's a bit better. I mean, we have a clearly bearish 4-hour, even though we don't form lower lows, but we don't form higher highs either. So the 4-hour is bearish. Overall, I would say we are bearish on the 4-hour, and on the 1-hour we are basically moving sideways. But currently in 3 minutes we are likely gonna respect this 1-hour bearish fair gap with this breaker block coming up into this order block. If you see, there was on the 15-minute this order block up there. This is a low, this is a high, this is the order block. We could not reach it. This is where London opened. There was also a 5-minute fair gap, and this is also liquidity, by the way. 5-minute fair gap, tapped into, moved lower. Nice. Came back into this so London opened, moved lower, nice, broke structure, came into this order block now once New York opened. On the 30-minute you can also see this is like, I have 2 order blocks here for some fucking reason. This is one on the 30-minute, and the 5-minute, this you can see is the smaller one, and we tapped into it here, moved lower. In this one we are likely gonna now tap into and move lower. So that's what I think is very likely, especially that this 1-hour candle will close like that under this 1-hour fair gap, which also has a breaker here, and there is a 15-minute fair gap which we probably already disrespected here. Yes, we already tapped into, close the candle up higher, so I'm gonna delete this. But this breaker on the 1-hour still holds. There's no bearish fair gaps up there anymore. We already mitigated this 5-minute one. We simply, if you look at the higher time frame, came into this order block, and now probably gonna move lower. There is not even a single bullish fair gap here that would go against our plan, which is extremely nice. What I'm gonna do now is mark out previous or high, which is gonna be this one, since this candle will close in like 1 minute. So we're gonna open the next one, our candle. Previous our high here, and then we have previous our low here. Very nice. I already marked out my TPs. This will be my TP1, TP2 down there. Hopefully we can catch like a 1-to-1 trade if this candle doesn't rush to these levels so fast. I only have these 2 TPs. I was thinking to mark out this low here, which was previous day's low, but I don't know if we want to push lower now or if we want to just only come into this London low area if we want to go down there. Well, this structure clearly tells me we want to move lower. We couldn't even break structure, or like at least it wasn't a strong one. So there's only a 5 minutes. Actually, there is a 5-minute bullish fair gap. Wow, it can go against our plan, but this is higher. This is already giving me like very good feelings, that seeing that this bullish 5-minute fair gap, which as you can see got respected very nicely in the past, will now get disrespected, and we will also likely break structure to the downside here. Very nice on the 5-minute, and probably gonna tap into this 5-minute fair gap, do a retrace. I would like to see a retrace into this 5-minute bearish or into an equilibrium 50% level would be nice. So price switch up here, break structure, tap into the 5-minute fair gap, come back up to equilibrium level, and then move lower to previous hour low, and then into London low area is what I suspect to happen now. But in order for that to in order to confirm that, I want to see the higher time frame, if this is real, like imaginable, if this could even happen. As you can see, that we have the order block, we get the liquidity sweep, we moved lower, disrespected all these bullish fair gaps, came back into order block, respected it, the 1 hour candle closed below the 1 hour bearish fair gap, long wick, and even a smaller body than the wick. Nice indication. If we would do the retrace now to this 5-minute fair gap, that would be even better. Since the 4 hour candle also closed with this 1 hour candle close, I think, yeah, the 4 hour candle also closed down here, and we also had, like, basically this high that we have now is our 4 hour high. Also, we could sweep that high here and then move lower, but why would we go into this 1 hour bearish again when we already been there? So if I see this, do I want to imagine that we can go like so when I see this, do I want to see like we're gonna come down here, sweep this high, move lower, retrace into order block, and move lower off of that? Well, that already happened here. We have this high, which is similar to this high. Then we move lower now, just like here. We move lower into a fair gap area. Okay, we moved into a breaker area. We moved higher, swept the high that we have here. We did this, we're gonna do the same, and then move lower. Why would we do it again? We could, but I don't see the reason, since we already look like we want to respect it and move lower off of this 1 hour bearish. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for a 5-minute breakout structure, and then we're good. A retrace would be also nice. A retrace on the 5-minute and the 1-minute breakout structure. That would be the perfect entry, honestly. Now into this 5-minute bearish. Ooh. Oh. And then 1-minute breakout structure. Enter down there. Stop loss probably, I don't know, over there. This could be a 1 to 1.2 or a 1 to 1.6 setup. Why is there so many different? Yeah. So these could be these scenarios as of now, but yeah, let's wait for breakout structure. On GU, we could not form an SMT. It would have been so nice if we can form a bearish SMT with the euro, but GU could not take out this high here. Similarly, we have this order block, very similar structure. It's extremely similar. Everything is very similar. We are also gonna break structure very soon here. The only difference here is that we have what do we have here? No, it's the same shit. Now we have a bit more unmitigated 5-minute fair gaps, or do we? No, we don't. We have one here. That's it. But it doesn't even matter. It's like it won't price won't come off of this 5-minute here. That's probably not gonna happen here. So On the 1 hour, let me see how this candle closed. We did form a 1 hour bearish fair gap. This looked like an inverse. I guess it's not anymore. I don't know why I marked that. Anyways, we have this 1 hour bullish fair gap here, which we don't have on euro, which is good. It's good for us. I feel like it's a bit more safe to take the short on euro now, even though GU on the higher time frame is much more bearish, but yeah, on the lower time frames I would much rather, like, GU is doing bigger moves, deeper retraces than euro. Euro just goes with the trend and respects it more. For me, it's a bit more clear what's going on in euro, even though it's a bit more choppy. Not like yesterday. Yesterday was a piece of cake for everyone to trade. I mean, look at that. It's just it's nothing. Yeah, let's wait for a 5-minute break of structure. We came into the order block. It looks like we don't wanna close. Oh, we did. But we don't wanna close a 30-minute candle in it. Not a 1 hour candle. I mean, look at this long wick here on the 1 hour candle. This looks just so good. Like, I can't see the reason why we would do that. Lift higher off of this 1 hour bullish. I really can't. Which is good because both GU and euro look the same. Bearish setup in my eyes. Yeah, the only thing I don't really like is this 4 hour bullish candle here that moved down there just to move up and trying to break above this level but could not with this order block. We have this 1 hour though, but here let me see this 4 hour candles. Yeah, I mean, much weaker. As you can see, the 4 hour is much weaker here on euro than on GU. Oh, night that I see it, not really. What? This recent 1 hour, this recent 4 hour candle is much stronger on GU than on euro. I mean, we are far away from the previous 4 hour high than on GU. So GU on the higher time frame is weaker, but in the past 8 hours, the past 4 hours, we're showing some bullish strength. Let's see, we tapped into the 1 hour fair gap now, I believe. Yes, we did. Did price do anything? Any instant moves on the 1 minute? Let's see. Not really, we're forming a doji here. Okay. You're also tapped into this 5 minute, very similar to doji's 1 hour, and formed this stupid candle here. We tapped into the 5 minute. We did not yet break structure to the downside, but it's quite clear we want to move lower here. A nice little, what is it called, head and shoulders would be nice. It's just basically just a retrace into a third confluence, which would be our equilibrium, which is now actually down there. Finally, we are about to form a bullish candle here on the 5 minute. Or are we? I hate when market just does these like for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about to be 7 for 35 minutes. It doesn't wanna move to the other direction, doesn't wanna do a retrace. Like not a single bullish candle like this. Oh boy. We're about to reach the equilibrium level on GU. If we disrespect this level up there, I don't think we can move lower as of now. But it's definitely showing the weakness of the bulls. I mean, look how exponentially we are bending this, which means the bulls need more time for a specific spice range, a percentage move to the upside. Now they need more time, meaning that this whole chart is just bent because of the more candles are now up there forming the bullish moves. We came into equilibrium. Let's see on euro. Europe is just moving lower. Fuck this shit. I swear we never have a retrace. I'm getting closer to previous low area now. Can this shit do a retrace? Okay, we are doing a retrace now, please. Look at this, it just took some shrooms. I don't know what's going on euro. Okay, are we respecting this high here on GU or not? Because the equilibrium level is clearly not so strong. Looks good. No 1 minute bullish. I mean, there's one there, but just look how cleaner this move was compared to this one here, with all these long wicks to the downside, indicating these short orders being filled. Someone's buying them back up. I don't know what or who or why, but I think we're gonna move lower. Mm-mm-mm. Just like on euro. I swear, once we close that 15-minute candle down there, um, once we close that down there, I should have just entered, put my stop loss above this 15-minute high, this 1 hour fair gap, and that's it. Let the rest run. But I don't know. I just want to see more confluences. I just want to get back to equilibrium. We also don't have a 5-minute breakout structure yet. Not even a 15-minute. Ideally, if the 1 hour is bullish, which is not, but if it would be bullish, I would have to wait for a 15-minute breakout structure. But as you can see, it would happen the same time here, with this low getting closed below with a candle. Or we actually want to moving lower, higher. I don't think we're gonna move higher. I really don't think we're gonna move higher. Not in this market. I mean, look, now everything looks green, right? Let's see the dollar quickly when it wants to reverse. Yeah. Look at that. I think we're gonna, yeah. I think we wanna fill this up. I think we're gonna close candles above this level just to fill this breakaway gap up. So I think we should move higher, respect these lows here. Which means we're gonna move lower on GU and Euro. And now that I look at it, I would much rather take the short on a GU now, because Euro has already, like, it cannot break structure. Look at this shit. It will eventually, but it's gonna be much easier to trade this on GU, especially with this easy pattern. Look at all this liquidity, come on. Look at all this liquidity. We're gonna break structure here on the 5-minute, and then hopefully we do some kind of retrace on the 1-minute, and then I can have a better stop loss like that. For example, if I know we want to move lower after the break of structure. Finally, Euro decided to come to equilibrium. Just a quick little tap into this order block once again, into the breaker block area. Look, everything aligns. The order block, breaker block, obviously is the same shit. And equilibrium. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the 1 minute. Let's see. Oof. I don't think we're gonna form a higher high here. We won't go higher than that. In New York high we had. I think we're gonna break structure and just move lower. Very similar structures here. Well, not on the 15 minute, but on the 5 minute it looks similar at least. It's like GU is few 5 minutes ahead, if you get me. Like we just started forming this lower high here. Obviously that's just what I don't know, came up with. We did an inverse on the 1 minute. Wow. Instantly short now. Short, bam. Stop loss above this high here. Bam. Previous high. Bam. Take profit. 1 to 2. 1 to 1.5. 1 to 3. Oh, it's even better price now. 1 to 2. Let's go. No. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. It's getting boring here in this order block here. Hello. Everybody knows we're gonna move lower. Look, everybody's shorting their ass off here. Everyone is shorting here. Looks nice. It looks so fake though. Like it looks way too good. Is it because I have not seen any normal price action before? Is that what it's called? A normal price action? It's been months since I saw something like that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's way too beautiful. So symmetric. Not symmetric. What is the right word? Systemized? Well structured? I don't know. But now we are ruining it. Now we are ruining it. Why can't you move lower, bud? Just move lower, buddy. Oh. The 5 minute. Bearish. Are we actually coming for that 5 minute bearish? That will be crazy. I mean, look, there was one here. A pretty small one. But size doesn't matter. And we look like we wanted to move lower off of that. But now we have this. Oh. Imagine a 1 minute breakup structure off of that. Yeah, the 1 minute breakup structure would be down there though. That's the issue. We're coming into it. Nope. Not yet. 1 minute SMT divergence. We could not tap into this 5 minute. Not yet. So there will be our 1 minute breakout structure if we don't form another low here, a higher low. Just for reference, I want to see if I would take the short from that low here, 1 minute break restriction, put the stop loss above that high, actually above the 1 hour fair gap here, and here, take the short there. This low would be 1 to 1.5. This low would be 1 to 2. Yeah, it's when it comes to risk to reward, it would be better to take the trade on GU because we are just way more far on top, so we have more room to fall. But it also means it's stronger. GU is stronger because it had the power to come up to these highs while Euro did not. So the Euro did not come up to these highs while GU did. The dollar, have you decided to move higher now, please? It tapped into this 5-minute bearish now the second time. Once here, second time here. Once you close a candle above that, we are ready to rip down on GU and Euro. Just need a candle close above that high here. Once you have that, once you have a candle close above this high here, we are good to go. We're also gonna break structure on the 5-minute then, and I mean the 15-minute. So everything will align. All the confluences will align to each other. All the elements from Avatar gonna be acquired. This is struggling so bad. Nice, we formed a higher low. Beautiful. A break of structure off of that would be so amazing. Let's quickly go to the 1 hour. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. Alright, we still have 30 minutes. We are halfway done with this hour. 2 50-minute candles. These two have been formed so far in this hour. Came lower, came higher, and now I think we're gonna now break structure to the downside in this 15-minute candle. I could be wrong, but I think in this 15-minute candle we will do the lower high, and this will be our last high here. In this 50, yeah. So this 30-minute, I think we will form a bearish candle here, and we won't even sweep this high here anymore. I don't think we're gonna whatever. Nice, we are getting the 1 minute break of structure. Very, very soon. Oh, maybe in this minute. Not on GU though. GU we just formed a higher high. Unlucky. But I would ideally wait for this DXY to close a 5-minute candle above the head, but it will, I think, just now as we're also breaking structure in the 1 minute. So I think right now would be a nice short opportunity here. With this break of structure, to be honest. But we don't have a 5-minute break of structure yet. And we will only have that with a candle close below this low down there. And that would also be a 15-minute, no it wouldn't, yeah it would. $15-minute break of structure. Should have just entered off of that, to be honest, because it's quite obvious the dollar wanna move higher, and it will close this 5-minute candle above this high and break structure to the upside. That's why euro is already doing this move down there. But what I'm hoping to see is a stop. I can put my stop loss above here, and still get a nice 1 to 1 4 or an even a 1 to 2 with TP2 risk to reward. If we form a 5-minute bearish here and we do a retrace, that would be nice. But seeing that off of just a 1-minute breaker structure, we're shitting our pants and we're not doing no fucking small retraces into, it pisses me off. It really does. But hey, next time I'm gonna trust myself, and off of this fucking candle I'm gonna enter. Anyways, we're just chilling on GU. I might wanna enter on here. I should enter on GU actually. I should. Maybe stop loss above the tie. I should enter off of GU. I should. This was previous high, right? Yeah. We couldn't sweep it, but we might will. I don't know. Not looking at this, we might not gonna do that. This is just a 5-minute sweep. We are looking to break structure now. Where are we? I mean, the closest low is this down there. On the 1 minute we probably did break structure already. Yes, we did, with this same candle that we had on the euro. But it's not as impulsive as on euro. Oh my god, bro. Hey, at least we broke structure on the 5-minute. And we have a bearish 5-minute fair gap. Okay, now we're talking. Please come back into this 5-minute bearish, please. Please come back into the 5-minute bearish. It might just gonna rush into this TPO. Oh my god, I would just leave. I would just stand up and leave. Okay, we are breaking structure of 5-minute also in GU now. Wow, in just a few minutes we are doing crazy moves here. Not crazy moves, but like moves, big moves. Okay, the dollar will do the retrace. Please, once the dollar touches this level here, I'm in. Oh my god, bro. No retrace, no retrace, no retrace, no retrace, no retrace. It's just taking a big fucking poop. Next time, I swear, I call this shit. Once we break structure, we... Oh my god, bro, imagine. Imagine, bro. Why is market not doing shit? Bro, we don't do any retraces. I played these games before. I have a video posted a few days ago. We did the same shit. I knew it's gonna break structure, I know we're gonna move lower, and we did not do a retrace for a while. And market just shed its pants. Next time I'm just gonna take a short here, I swear. Because I saw that shit, I knew. The dollar said it, everything said it, everything was shouting, hey, we wanna move higher. Hey, we wanna move lower. Hey, we wanna move lower. Everything aligned. Should have entered off of this, was it equilibrium even? Equilibrium break of structure, should have entered off of that. Oh my god, why did I not enter? I'm dumb. I'm dumb as fuck. At least we have the 5-minute bearish we can come back to. We got the 15-minute break of structure. I mean, we will get in 40 seconds on a euro, and on GU we will get it. We might not gonna get it, but it's okay. It's even better because we also have a 5-minute bearish here. Closer, we only formed one here, not like on a euro where we formed already two. So the reason why I'm gonna take the short on GU is because I have much more room for the short, because the dollar gonna probably respect this second 5-minute bearish off of this break of structure. Maybe we tap into this first one and then close the candle inside here. In the second 5-minute, we will see if price decides to come back. But this looks very good on GU. I'm gonna take the short here because I have much more room here. Stop loss above that high. TP1 down there. That's a 1 to 2, 4, 6. But yeah, euro is much more bearish. Much more bearish. Will the dollar do the retrace? That's what I have to catch if we would do the retrace. So you gotta be careful. I gotta be careful because if I would enter with the short off of this 5 minute fair gap with a 1 minute break of structure now. So we would break structure down there, close the candle below this low here. Then the dollar might decide, hey, I want to start moving lower now. And GU just ends up going higher and higher and higher, sweep this high here, and I would get stopped out. So that's why I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna sweep this high here now. Sweep this high here also on GU. Form an SMT with euro. Form an SMT with euro. And then the dollar does the retrace and starts moving to the other direction, the initial direction, the long. And then with the bearish SMT divergence and a 5 minute break of structure, I can take with a short. I can take a short on euro and GU. And if the SMT doesn't form, it's gonna be a choppy GU price section here. But euro gonna do a deeper retrace into this break of this 15 minute order block, which is a breaker block actually now. If we form the bearish 15 minute fair value gap. The dollar is probably, hopefully, will retrace into this breaker here. If not, it's gonna go off higher off of this 5 minute bullish. So either come into this breaker, which also has a 5 minute bullish, or simply off of this 5 minute bullish, the second one we will move higher. If we only move higher off of this first 5 minute fair gap, we will only retrace into this breaker block basically on euro. And move lower off of that. My stop loss would be above this first 5 minute bullish, and I can still target a nice 1 to 2 on GU. However, if still the dollar would go off of this first 5 minute bullish, then this 5 minute bearish should hold, and I can put my stop loss above that high and get a much better risk to reward than on GU. Okay, we're coming back to the breaker. Is the dollar coming back? Yes, it's coming back for the... It's now in the first 5 minute bullish. Let's see on the 1 minute. If I see a breaker structure on the 1 minute, it means we respected this first 5 minute and I can safely take the short on GU. We close the 5 minute candle down there, and now let's see if we're gonna form a higher high here. If we do, then we broke structure and with respect to this 5 minute, we're likely not coming back to the breaker. Let's see if dollar decides to move lower into this first 5 minute. So far, not convincing. J is moving higher, which is good for us. It's good, even though we're disrespecting this bearish. I know we're gonna move lower. Because the dollar will continue this trend, even from either from here or down from here. We can get a better entry if G moves higher here. Nice. Come lower. Nice, come lower. Look at that, it's perfect. Tell me this is not perfect. We're gonna form the SMT, let's go. We're gonna form the SMT. We formed the SMT divergence, let's go. We're gonna sweep this previous hour high, oh my god. We're gonna sweep this high. Ideally we will. Nice, oh my god, beautiful, finally. Coming to the breaker, coming to the breaker. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Coming for the first 5 minute bearish here also. Euro would be 1 to 2.5. GU would be a much, much, much better trade. Oh my god. Wow. We will form the SMT. I can't believe we will form a higher high here. Sweep this previous are low. Previous are high, sorry. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Alright, Euro started its move. It could not reach this 5-minute bearish, the first one. It already started moving lower, at least on the 1 minute. From the breaker. GU still forming higher lows. Come on, just step into this breaker, please. It reached equilibrium, that's why people started longing. But job, bro. Job not done. Job not done yet. You have not reached the breaker yet. Job not finished, that's what I was looking for. Job not finished. Imagine a 1 minute break of structure. Oh my. Is the dollar gonna break structure in 1 minute? Let's see. If we do a breaker structure in 1 minute, we're likely not gonna reach this breaker. Even if we do, I'm gonna put my stop loss so well if we would still move higher, I mean lower on the dollar. So there's still room for G to sweep this high here. My stop loss would enable that to happen. Looks like we wanna break structure now. Open MetaTrader now. Nice. SMT is about to form on GU and Euro. Fuck yeah. Will we? You already started its move to the downside, but GU is still trying to form this bearish SMT. Don't know if it will succeed. Euro is already crushing it. Alright, we are about to break structure on Euro with this 1 minute candle close. We did close it, nice. I entered with a short. I still have room for SMT if it wants to form. 28.25 is gonna be my stop loss on GU. Risking not even 1%, only risking 0.9%, but it's fine. I entered at 27.82.9. 27.82.9. Right there. Actually, it was in this candle. Right there. My stop loss is at 28.25. First TP is gonna be, I wanna set it to 1 to 2. So if I wanna gain 2% with TP1, it's gonna stay this low here. With a 1 to 2.5 risk reward. Even though it's 1 to 2.5, I'm only gonna gain 2% because of my lot size. So yeah, I entered on GU because it was much better for the risk to reward aspect. Euro is already reaching that low. GU is very far away though, but hopefully it will also go down there. The dollar respected this first 5-minute fair gap, and yes, if we would have gone down there to this, sorry, this is the first one, it respected the second one. So if it would have came down there to the first 5-minute bullish, GU probably would have formed this bearish SMT, also sweep this previous high. But hey, whatever. It is what it is, right? Hopefully I will see a very bearish momentum forming here in GU, similarly to Euro, which is already about to hit TP1 here. If I would have entered up from this 1-minute breakout structure. Oh my god, I don't know why I did not. I really don't. I regret, because it was already in equilibrium, 1-minute breakout structure. We knew we were gonna move lower. The only reason I did not enter is that we did not have the 5-minute breakout structure. But we got that right there, I think. Yeah, we did get it down there. I could have entered off of that, but whatever. It only would have been a 1 to 2 for TP1. But let's stick with GU since we took the short on GU. Now we only care about that. Even if you see this previous are high, I'm okay with that. I don't really mind doing that. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. A bit choppy here. Might want to see producer high first. We will see. But even if we do, it will be likely a trade that's gonna play out for us. I mean, everything is aligning. There's one thing I don't I kinda should have learned before that I'm not familiar with is that there's no guarantee due to this bullish move on GU that we're gonna reach as deep as on Euro, which already did almost reach London low area. So these are London lows. We already almost reached London lows here. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be back. Alright, quick recap of the day. So what happened is we took TP1 there, and I took it because it was a 1-to-1 and price did not really seem like it wanna reach as deep as Euro did. Euro's move was already very deep, and it did eventually hit all initial TPs that we would have taken if we shorted Euro up there. Oh my god, for some reason I did not take it, even though we had all the confluences, the order block retrace, the equilibrium retrace after this move out of the order block. After this one breaker, I decided not to take. I was dumb as fuck. It would have been a crazy trade at TP2. It would have been 1 to 2.23. But on GU we also took the short, and at 1-to-1 I decided to take out 50%, which I did take out, and then at 1-to-2 I did not decide to take out another 50%, but at 1-to-1 I brought my stop loss to break even. So once we hit that, I brought it to break even and let the rest run. It went lower, but unfortunately didn't hit TP2, and eventually got stopped out because the dollar decided to not respect this 1-hour fair gap, and this 15-minute fair gap, it just went lower, did not respect the equilibrium level, and it formed a lower low. So our stop loss did get hit at the break even. Fortunately I moved my stop loss to break even, because if I did not, my initial stop loss was above this 4-hour fair gap, and I would have gotten wicked out and lose everything, even the profit that I took out here. So it was a good decision. I made less than 0.5%, but still it's an improvement from yesterday where we hit 1-to-1 and then we lost 1%, and then at 1-to-2 I think we took out 50%, so we gained back the losses but let the rest run and break even. Same situation happened, and eventually ended the day yesterday with break even, so did not lose, did not make anything. Today we made 0.5% improvement, but yeah, should have taken out another 50% down there, and would have ended the day with 1% gain, but whatever. It still ended up going to the direction after this 1-minute breaker structure. Is a very good call, very good very good call. So yeah, I was hoping for this 5-minute fair gap to hold with the breaker, but it did not. And here I could have stopped that because I saw the dollar breaking structure to the downside and not respecting the 1-hour, but I was like, hey, my stop loss is a break even, we might just want to come up to this 5-minute bearish here. You see we have this unmitigated 5-minute bearish we tapped into, but then decided not to move lower. We tried but not, and then hit break even. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow.